you all are fine. Welcome in mathematics class. Without wasting our time, let us start our today's session. In our previous session, we have completed exercise 2.1. My dear students, I hope you all understood all this concept. Have you written this exercise in your notebook? If not, then complete your task. Okay, so in our today's session, we are going to discuss zeros of polynomial. I told you in previous session zeros of polynomial or solution of the polynomial. Okay, so let us start. Look at here. P of x is equal to 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2. Okay, here the polynomial P of x is equal to 5x square, 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2. Now tell me the degree of this polynomial is? Do you remember? Degree of the polynomial is the highest power of the variable in that polynomial. So here highest power of variable is 3. So degree of the P of x is 3 here. Okay. So if I replace x is equal to 1 in that P of x. If I replace x is equal to 1 in P of x everywhere. Okay. Then I get here P of 1 is equal to 5. In place of x I write here 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 2. Okay. So answer of this is 4. That means P of 1 is equal to 4. So when I replace x is equal to 1 in this polynomial P of x, I got value 4. That means value of P of x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 1. Okay. Now, if I replace x is equal to 0 in that same polynomial P of x, okay, using this same polynomial, if only I replace x is equal to 0 in this polynomial, then what will happen? Let us look here. P of 0 is equal to 5 into 0 cube minus 2 into 0 square plus 3 into 0 minus 2. So, since there is 0 in multiplication, all terms are zeros and answer is only negative 2. That means value of P of x is equal to negative 2 and x is equal to 0. Okay. So when I substitute x is equal to 1, x is equal to 5, x is equal to 4 in this polynomial, I get different values of P of x at particular points. Okay. Now there are some examples of such type. P of x is equal to 5x square minus 3x plus 7. P of x is equal to 5x square minus 3x plus 7. At x is equal to 1. We have to put value. We have to find value of P of x at x is equal to 1. So, what will we do? We just replace x is equal to 1 in that polynomial. We have to find value of P of x at x is equal to 1. So, we only replace x is equal to 1 in P of x. Okay. So, P of 1, I put here x is equal to 1 is equal to 5 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 7. That means 5 minus 3 plus 7. The answer is 9. Okay. Here Q of y. This is the polynomial. Which variable you use here? Y. Okay. So Q of y is equal to 3y cube minus 4y plus root 11. We have to find at y is equal to 2 value of the polynomial Q of y. So here we have to find value of Q of y at y is equal to 2. So we replace y is equal to 2 in this polynomial. Here we replace y is equal to 2. So by replacing y is equal to 2, we get here Q of 2 is equal to 2 cube. Instead of y, I place here 2. 3 into 2 cube minus 4 into value of y is 2 plus square root of 11. So 2 cube, that is 8. 8 3s are 24 minus 8 plus root 11. Okay, here the value is root 11. So 24 minus 8 is 16. 16 plus square root of 11. We cannot add these two numbers 16 plus root 11. Why? Do you remember this? since 16 is a rational number and square root of 11 is a irrational number. So we can't add these two numbers, rational number and irrational number. Their addition is 16 plus root 11 and 16 plus root 11 is a irrational number. Do you remember? Okay. Now we get different values of the polynomial when we place different values of y or x or that variable which is used in the polynomial. Now consider the polynomial here p of x is equal to x minus 1. Okay, here the polynomial is p of x is equal to x minus 1. If I put x is equal to 1 in this polynomial, okay, look at here, it's very important. If I put x is equal to 1 in this polynomial, then p of 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. I get the value of the polynomial is 0. Okay, my polynomial is p of x is equal to x minus 1. But when I put x is equal to 1 here, we get the value of this polynomial is 0. Okay, so 1 is 0 of the polynomial p of x. So 1 is called as 0 of the polynomial p of x. Look at the second example here. Q of x is equal to x minus 2. Q of x is equal to x minus 2. So Q of 2, that means I put here x is equal to 2 in the polynomial Q of x. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. That means whenever I substitute 2, x is equal to 2 in this polynomial, I get the answer 0. So 2 is 0 of the polynomial Q of x. So do you understand? 0 of a polynomial p of x is a number c such that p of c is equal to 0. That means those values which gives us the value of the polynomial is 0, that or those values are called as zeros of that polynomial. Okay, here x is equal to 1. If I substitute 1 in this polynomial, we get the answer is 0. If I substitute here 2 in the polynomial, we get the answer is 0. That means the number c which satisfies the equation p of c is equal to 0 is called as 0 of the polynomial. So c is root of the equation. Okay, or also 0 of the polynomial, also that c is called as root of the equation. Zeros of the polynomial and root of the equation is all in same. Okay, p of x is equal to c is the root of the polynomial and p of x is equal to c is the 0 of the polynomial. That means 0 means what? If I substitute these values in the polynomial, we get the answer is 0. Okay, so this is called as 0 of the polynomial. Okay, but the polynomial is a constant polynomial, or if it is 0 polynomial, then 0 of the polynomial is 0. Okay, if the polynomial is constant, that means 2, p of x is equal to 2, p of x is equal to negative 3. Okay, they are constant polynomial. So zeros of that polynomials are 0. Okay, now look at the example here. Find 0 of the polynomial p of x is equal to 2x plus 1. Find 0 of the polynomial p of x is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay, now our polynomial is 2x plus 1 and we want to find 0 of this polynomial. Here we want to find 0 of this polynomial. Now what is 0 of the polynomial? 0 of the polynomial is the number which gives you p of c is equal to 0. Okay, so here we use the reverse process. Whenever we want to find 0 of the polynomial, we put p of x is equal to 0. Okay, we put p of x is equal to 0. So we find the value of x which gives us p of x is equal to 0. So let p of x is equal to 0. That means p of x is the polynomial 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means 2x is equal to negative 1. This one is shifted to right, becomes negative, and x is equal to negative 1 upon 2. So if I substitute negative 1 upon 2 in this equation, we get the value is 0. So x is equal to negative 1 upon 2 is 0 of the polynomial p of x. Okay, x is equal to negative 1 upon 2 is the 0 of this polynomial p of x. So whenever we want to find 0 of the polynomial, just equate this polynomial is equal to 0. Okay, so equate this polynomial with 0. You can easily find number of zeros of the polynomial. Okay, now if the polynomial p of x is equal to ax plus b, now the ax plus b is the linear polynomial. Do you remember this? Linear polynomial. Which polynomials are linear? Okay, where degree of the polynomial is 1, the polynomials having degree is 1 are called as linear polynomials. So p of x is equal to ax plus b is the linear polynomial here. Okay, now we want to find 0 of this polynomial or root of this polynomial. Okay, so we just equate this polynomial with 0. So p of x is equal to 0. We get ax plus b is equal to 0. Now ax plus b is equal to 0 means what you get? Ax is equal to negative b. X is equal to negative b. So value of x is equal to negative b upon a. Value of x is equal to negative b upon a. That means x is equal to negative b upon a is the 0 of the polynomial ax plus b. X is equal to negative b upon a is the 0 of this polynomial negative b upon a. Okay, this is about linear polynomial. Now, next question is verify whether 2 and 0 are zeros of the polynomial x square minus 2x. Now our polynomial is x square minus 2x. This is linear polynomial, but in the this polynomial is quadratic. Why it is quadratic? Since degree of the polynomial is 2 here. Degree of polynomial is 2. So it is called as quadratic polynomial. We have studied in previous session. Okay, so now we have to check whether 2 and 0 are zeros of the polynomial. That means we have to find 2 and 0 satisfies the polynomial p of x or not. Okay, so let us check. Let p of x is equal to x square minus 2x. Now we have to check first x is equal to 0 is the 0 of the polynomial. That means whenever I substitute x is equal to 0 in the polynomial, I get the answer 0. Then 0 is the 0 of the polynomial. Okay. So I place x is equal to 0 in this p of x. So p of 0 is equal to 0 square minus 2 into 0. So answer is the 0. That means whenever I substitute x is equal to 0 in the p of x, I get the answer 0. So which shows that 0 is the root of the equation or 0 is the 0 of the polynomial. Okay. Now let us check about x is equal to 2. Put x is equal to 2 here. So p of 2. In this polynomial, I replace x is equal to 2 here. So I get 2 square minus 2 into 2, which is 4 minus 4. Again, I get 0. That means if I substitute x is equal to 2 in this polynomial, also I get 0. Answer is 0. So we get that hence 2 and 0 are both zeros of the polynomial p of x. Okay. Whenever I substitute 0 and 2 in the polynomial p of x, I get the answer 0. That means 0 and 2 both are zeros of the polynomial p of x. Okay. So clear the idea about 0 of the polynomial? Okay. So from this session, what we have learned? What are our observations here? First one, a 0 of polynomial need not be 0. That means every time 0 of the polynomial is not a number 0. Okay. Here we learn that p of x is equal to ax plus b. So value of x is equal to negative b upon a. Here x is equal to negative 1 upon 2. That means we get the 0 of the polynomial other than 0. Okay. So every time 0 of the polynomial is need not be a number 0. Okay. So second one, 0 may be a 0 of the polynomial. Yes, 0 may be the 0 of the polynomial. Here in this example here we get 0 is the 0 of this polynomial. That means 0 is the number which satisfies the polynomial. Okay. So third one, every linear polynomial has one and only one 0. Okay, that means every linear polynomial has only one and only one root. Okay, here the linear polynomial ax plus b. Okay, ax plus b is the linear polynomial and root of this equation or zero of this equation is x is equal to negative b upon a. Like this, 2x plus 1. It is linear polynomial and root of this equation is x is equal to negative 1 upon 2. It's the only root. Okay, that means every linear polynomial has one and only one root. Okay, but a polynomial can have more than one zero. Polynomial means what? Polynomials mean polynomials of quadratic polynomials, then cubic polynomial and so on. Okay, that means only linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means degree of polynomial is 1. If degree of polynomial is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, all these polynomials have more than one zero. Okay, here in this example, x square minus 2x. This is the quadratic polynomial, right? It is a quadratic polynomial and it has two zeros, 2 and 0. Okay, this polynomial has 2, 0, 2 and 0. That means a polynomial can have more than one zero. So, students, do you understood the concept about zeros of the polynomial? Okay. Now we are going to solve some examples on exercise 2.2. Right? First two examples of this exercise 2.2 are very simple. And I know that, my dear students, you can easily solve these examples. So try independently to solve first two examples on exercise 2.2. Now we are going to solve question number 3. Verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial. Okay, some values of x are given in front of the polynomial and we have to check that if that values are zeros of the polynomial or not. Okay, so our first example here, p of x is equal to 3x plus 1 and x is equal to negative 1 upon 3. That means we have to check x is equal to negative 1 upon 3 is the zero of this polynomial or not. So simply we have to replace that p of x, that x in the p of x by x is equal to negative 1 upon 3. If we get the answer is 0, if I replace x is equal to negative 1 upon 3 in this polynomial, if I get the answer is 0, then x is equal to negative 1 upon 3 is the zero of this polynomial. So let us check here. Replace or put x is equal to negative 1 upon 3. P of negative 1 upon 3 is equal to 3 into negative 1 upon 3 plus 1. Here 3 and 3 will cancel. Negative 1 plus 1, that is 0. So replacing x is equal to negative 1 upon 3, here we get answer is 0. That means x is equal to negative 1 upon 3 is the zero of the polynomial p of x. It's very simple. You can easily understand and you can easily solve these remaining examples of exercise 2.2. Okay students? So next example, p of x is equal to 5x minus pi. Here value of x is 4 upon 5. We have to check this x is zero of this polynomial or not. So we replace x is equal to 4 upon 5 in this polynomial. So 5 into, instead of x, I place here 4 upon 5 minus pi. This 5 and 5 we cancel and the answer is 4 minus pi. It is not equal to 0. Okay. So by substituting x is equal to 4 upon pi, 4 upon 5 in the polynomial p of x, here we does not get 0. That means x is equal to 4 upon 5 is not a zero of this polynomial. Okay. Now clear the concept about zero of the polynomial? Okay. Now look at the third example here. P of x is equal to 3x square minus 1. P of x is equal to 3x square minus 1. Here there are two values of x are given. X is equal to negative 1 upon 3 and x is equal to 2 upon root 3. We have to check both these values are zero of this polynomial or not. Since it is quadratic polynomial, right? So this polynomial has more than one zero, right? So let P of x is equal to negative 1 upon root 3. Okay, the P of x is equal to this. We put here x is equal to negative 1 upon root 3 in this equation. So we get P of negative 1 upon root 3 is equal to 3 into negative 1 upon root 3 square minus 1. So square of this term is negative, square of negative is positive. So 1 upon square of root 3 is 3. So here 3 and 3 will cancel and 1 minus 1 becomes 0. That means P of negative 1 upon root 3 is equal to 0. So substituting x is equal to negative 1 upon root 3, answer of the polynomial is 0. That means x is equal to negative 1 upon root 3 is the 0 of the polynomial P of x. Okay. Now we check the other value which is 2 upon root 3. So let us check, replace 2 upon root 3 is equal to x in this polynomial. So if I will place P of 2 upon root 3 is equal to 3 into 2 upon root 3 square minus 1. So square of this term is 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3. Here 3 and 3 will cancel, 4 minus 1 which is 3. That means P of 2 upon root 3 is equal to 3. That means x is equal to 2 upon root 3 is not 0 of the polynomial. Since here we does not get any 0. We get a number. Okay. That's why x is equal to 2 upon root 3 is not 0 of the polynomial P of x. Okay. So same way you have to complete exercise number 2.2 up to example number 3. Okay students, do you understood all these concepts? Okay, so listen this video carefully, watch this video carefully and write down all this exercise 2.2 in your notebook. Have a good day.